everyone, how's it going? It's Brian here from the Paranormal Detectives. I'm out tonight with Nathan and we're here at one of our old stomping grounds at Acton Burnell Castle and St Mary's Graveyard that you can see behind me right there. Tonight's a little bit of a quick one. We're meeting up with Rory and Sam from Project Entity a little bit later, I believe in the next half hour or so. So yeah, just nice to come back here, have a look round. We've had some amazing stuff here happen in the past, including in this very graveyard behind me. We did a live stream once, didn't we, and it was incredible. Really not so nice feeling in there when we did the live stream, and I remember a spirit box going off with a lot of activity, a lot of repeated voices telling us to leave and go. Actually made me quite nervous when we did that.
We had a really good EVP caught, well, two actually caught, one in the castle and one in the graveyard.
Yes, Frank. Was the EVP saying Frank.
Yeah, which we believe potentially could have been Francis Lovell, Lovell our dog as he was known. Quite a terror that I believe lived at the castle at one point.
Yeah.
And died in battle.
Yeah.
His body was never recovered. And inside the actual castle we had another EVP, didn't we?
Yeah, Devil that one was.
Didn't make any sense. We actually picked that up on two cameras at the same time, so there's no logical explanation for that, and we were sort of a distance from both cameras as well, weren't we? So
yeah, I mean, the first time we went there, we were talking about it on the way here. There was this hovering sort of face, and I know that sounds a bit daft, a bit silly to say, it almost sounds stupid, but that's what we both saw, was a light sort of going around the castle walls. And what looked like a face that would float out of nowhere and kind of appear and then disappear. Me and you both saw it, didn't we?
It's amazing how I think you saw it for quite a while before me. I was quite calm, and then as soon as I
calm me down.
Yeah, I was trying to calm you down, and as soon as I saw it, that was it. It was sort of mind blowing.
Yeah.
It was a sinister face kept appearing sort of over your shoulder, smirking at me almost.
Yeah.
It almost looked like
very long nose. I remember you saying.
Yeah,
very
long hair, and it almost was like sort of an 80s sort of computer game sort of effect. It was really strange.
Yeah, it was a bit odd.
Totally unexplainable. So anyway, we're going to head through, have a bit of a walk around, and see what tonight brings.
Yeah. Should we have a quick walk around the church? Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it? So
yeah.
I think the last time
it's been a brutally hot day, hasn't it? And there's flies here which are driving me mad.
Yeah. Almost hasn't fallen through the gate as well, there.
Looks like it hasn't been open for a while.
Yeah, I know. I think the last time we came here as well, we did actually sneak up on the Paranormal Boys. I think that was the last time.
Yeah, John and Ben.
Yeah, that one was a little bit, well, actually no, it was intentional.
Yeah. In fact, we'll pop that in the video now.
Yeah.
Right guys, here we are tonight at Acton Burnell Castle. We've been here a few times, and we arranged access for a group known as the Paranormal Boys, John and his son Ben. We could try and sneak in now and see if we can scare them the same way we scared Morris and Anderson Paranormal at the railway tunnel. So here we go. Sorry guys, how's it
going? Shit! Oh shit! Holy crap!
But it still gives me the creeps, I think. Those EVPs that we heard, and that spirit box for me in particular. I've never been that scared of a spirit box before.
I suspect the graveyard is probably as old as the castle.
Yeah.
I should imagine people that lived in the castle actually potentially buried in this graveyard.
I think it was my very first lone vigil in here.
Yeah.
I don't think I did one previous to that. I think this was the first one. And yeah, what an experience. Very, very creepy at night.
Well, I remember us because we had the camera set up and I was watching it on the laptop in the car. And I think you were sat on the steps, or you were by the steps.
I was stood
And
here.
it was creepy enough watching it, so I didn't envy you actually being in here, especially after what we'd witnessed in the castle.
Yeah. Okay, I want to ask again if there's any spirits here in the graveyard with me tonight. Please make your presence known. Nice, I think I just heard footsteps when I asked that first question. Yeah, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. Castle's just round here, so heading on to the castle. Right here. This was one of our, I think probably, well, I don't know really actually, I was going to say it was possibly the scariest location we did up to present date at the time we first did it. But then again, thinking about it, I think they're all quite scary.
Yeah, I think it's really hard to judge.
I think it's the one we lost our nerve at the most.
Right, so Acton Burnell Castle, English heritage. Obviously you can see a planned view of the castle there. Impressive structure. Some beautiful surroundings around the castle, aren't there?
The castle itself.
I mean, you look, you got all these beautiful fields around you.
Yeah, really is.
And then you look down there. What an imposing fortress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we have actually caught something here in the daytime before as well.
Oh, in the top window?
Yes, and when we're inside. We'll show you in a minute, but...
Well, we didn't actually capture it, did we? But we
No.
did experience it. That's the thing.
It was the daytime when we were actually filming our introduction, weren't we?
Yeah, we came here to scope it out really and to have a look around because we used to do a couple of journeys, didn't we, at the time?
Yeah.
Come here in the daytime, have a look around, see
Make
what
sure it was
possible.
accessible. And
Yeah, and then we'd come back one of the nights, and yeah, it was a bit of a weird one because it's the very centre window up there, the very top.
yeah,
Obviously
can't see it very well from here, but when we go inside,
we get a better look in a minute, and we kind of saw, was it like a white figure?
I just remember seeing a figure in the window and literally shitting myself.
Which I don't know if it would make much sense though, because where it was, would that have actually been like a window, or is that just?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Because I'm not so sure if that's a window as such, but we definitely saw something up there.
It's actually that centre one, the small rectangular window.
Yeah.
If I can zoom in on that. There's that window there. Well, I presume that would have been a window.
Right, so we're just going to start a little mini investigation in at Acton Burnell. Obviously we're with Project Entity. We've just had a very unique experience with a bit of a meet and greet, haven't we, with a couple of people. So that was interesting. But yeah, we've been left to investigate now, so we thought we'd try a little EVP session, and there's a few questions I just wanted to ask, so let's start. Just want to ask if there are any spirits with us tonight at Acton Burnell Castle. Could you please make your presence known by speaking into the box that I'm holding in my hand? If there is anyone here, could you please let us know your name? Just want to ask if there are any spirits with us tonight at Acton Burnell Castle. Could you please make your presence known by speaking into the box I'm holding in my hand? If there is anyone here, could you please let us know your name? Nope. We were told earlier we were actually interrupted a little bit, weren't we, by security at one point. Two security officers came down and they said how a previous team, they get a lot of ghost hunter teams here obviously, and they were told how a team about 3 or 4 years ago actually ended up running out of here one of the nights, and they said that they were told to get out and leave. So there's anybody here that does not want us here, is unhappy with our presence in this castle. If you'd like us to leave, can you please tell us to do so?
There's somebody here. Come and hold Brian's hand. Reach out and hold his hand. Come on, come forward and hold Brian's hand. Use his energy.
Francis Lovell, are you here? If you are, can you make your presence known somehow? How about the spirit of the White Lady? You've seen... Got your head sink over there.
I heard like a thud. Does anyone move then? I heard like a... It sounded like a footstep behind me, but quite heavy, like a...
It's the spirit of the White Lady here who still wanders. Can you show yourself to us if you are?
Right.
Yeah.
So you charge these cameras?
Yep.
His battery's gone flat.
Yeah, it's all fully charged.
Might have to rig the power bank up. I'll look somewhere to perch me out to do this. Keep it as still as possible. This one like. Forgot you had the grey one.
Oh, thank you.
Get my elbows against the wall, I can hold it solid. Is anybody here? Please move the pendulum in the direction to answer yes for me. Repeat that. Please move the pendulum in a motion to signify yes for me. Very slight anti-clockwise movements. Yeah. I don't know.
Can you give us a stronger signal for the answer yes,
Please
please?
give us a stronger sign to say yes for me. If you move this pendulum in a way to signify yes, I can ask you questions. You can respond yes or no. Please use all your energy and try and move this pendulum for me. It's starting to circle clockwise now. Does that signify yes? Yeah,
It's very, very slight, isn't
very
it?
slight clockwise. You do that a little stronger for me. Ticking now, right back and forth.
Backwards and forwards towards you.
Please indicate yes for me. It's not really moving at any clear direction to indicate yes or no.
That looked like an anti-clockwise
That
movement
was
in the end.
anti-clockwise again then.
Yeah. Do you want to try in a different area? Maybe the opposite side of the castle?
I felt like something was moving it, but just not sort of, not in a clear way, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
If somebody here, please move the pendulum to signify yes for me. To answer yes for me, move the pendulum in a direction. It's definitely anti-clockwise now. Now I'm going to ask you to stop the pendulum and move it in a direction to answer no for me. Stop straight away.
Ticking.
Weird that. We're talking to a male spirit. Spinning. So
Looks clockwise to me.
It's clockwise again, but it is spinning. And we're talking to a female spirit. Really getting any.
Not getting anything from that tonight.
I don't know, usually it's quite, you feel a tug or something here, but there's just nothing. That's like you say, maybe try a different area, but
I reckon.
just
Just roll that out.
yeah.
When we came with Gemma here on our team, the sensitive,
Yeah.
she was picking up a bloke in here in the croft, and he apparently is like really reluctant to come forwards. So whether or not someone is there and he's just biding his
Watching.
time, a bit apprehensive
Possibly.
or not.
Oh, I just gave me a really horrible
Dunno.
feeling that, did you say that? Oh, really
Yeah.
watched. I don't know if it's subconscious because what you just said.
Yeah, she think it was like a nice entity, but it's very apprehensive.
Maybe a
But
bit shy
watching from
almost.
above, yeah, shy is the probably word I'd use. But watching from above. We've had nothing on this, no other
No.
spikes on the motion at all or anything like that. Do you think we heard a noise there at one point when you first started, similar to like the bump, but
Like a
quite
thud.
faint? You probably would have heard me on the camera saying, "What was that?"
Yeah, we did, yeah.
It sounded like from the tower. So whether or not your camera over there would have picked it up or not,
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Not sure.
I'll try some spirit box or something, or just some.
Yeah. Do you guys want to try something now, or?
I'd be interested to see you guys try Estes method.
Yeah?
If you
Yeah.
keen
Okay.
for it.
I'm up for that, yeah.
There you go.
Do you want to go for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can you speak to us and tell us the names of the people wearing the headphones sat in the chairs? And tell us the names of the people sat in the chairs. Tell them your name. Before you said that, I thought I heard a thud. You know the window behind Sam? It sounded like it came right from behind that window. That same thud noise. That. Yeah. Behind. Look. Well, it sounded like it came from behind Sam.
Would you say it's the wall or would you say it's the floor?
I don't know. I couldn't say. It was just a thud.
Is anyone here with us?
Mary.
I asked if they'd tell us their names. Mary. You buried at the church, Mary, in the graveyard. It's actually called St. Mary's. Yeah. Hmm. And Brian will probably come through with waffles or something. Food related.
Is anyone here with us? Mary, are you still here with us? Or is someone else here with us too? You give us a number.
What's your age, Mary? How old are
7.
you? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Mary, 7. I'm sure. Can't remember. 'Cause it was years ago I researched, but I'm sure that somebody got crushed by horses, and that might have been a little girl.
Oh, interesting enough. This was used as a barn, wasn't it, in the couple of hundred years ago when it was derelict. That's why the back wall is behind us.
It's filled in.
That's why that's filled in. That's almost on cue, that was. No, Sam can't hear us.
Why?
Mary, what are you doing here? Do you live here? Brian's gone to sleep.
Mary, if you're here, can you talk to Brian as well? Can you let him hear something?
Left.
Left. Will you hear left? Were you left behind here? Can you tell us what happened to you, Mary?
You still here, Mary?
Tower.
Interesting, if they've got all the same settings up there as well.
Where are you now, Mary? Where are you standing? Tell me where you're standing so we can wave at you.
Rose.
Is that Rose or a rose?
Rose, yeah, I don't know. Is there anybody else here with you, Mary?
Late.
Because it is late. Mary, do you know what year you were born? Give me the numbers that you were born on. The year you were born.
This is Sam speaking now. Mine is just pure white noise, but it's almost as though it's formed into some sort of marching, like you can hear feet marching, like an army almost going into battle.
That's
Like,
funny.
you know,
'Cause
one, two,
a few minutes before you
march
spoke,
inflammation.
I heard what sounded like horses galloping.
Really?
I thought, bloody hell, I'm sure horses go gallop through here. Literally a few seconds before he spoke.
It's interesting. Sam seems to be affecting quite. Usually, a lot of times we do. He's quite susceptible to it.
Mm.
So he tends to.
I genuinely think Brian's fallen asleep. Where's the spirit box?
Brian, I won't hear a single thing we say.
Remove.
Remove.
What do you want us to remove? Our equipment? Ourselves?
Mary, I need to know the year you were born.
Tower.
Hang on. Earlier on I was asking whereabouts.
March.
I was asking whereabouts are you? So we can wave at you. March.
Did we say March? Did
Arch.
mention March or something? No.
You said Tower Arch.
Oh, Arch.
Yeah. Mary, are you stood in the Tower Arch? Answer yes or no.
Really chilly there, like somebody walked over my grave.
Mary, answer yes or no. You in the Tower Arch? Something there.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Which way were you hearing something over the side?
I haven't really heard anything just yet, but I've just gone really cold. Don't know if there's a
Interesting.
breeze or not though.
Someone cold as well, isn't it? Move your energy towards Brian. Communicate with him. Speak to him. Tell Brian your name.
Search.
I don't know, it looked like he was trying to hold something. Or like touch maybe for the cold or something. Who owns this castle, Mary? Who's the master of the castle?
Light.
Said he could see a ball of light, didn't
That March, you know, didn't he mention soldiers or was
he?
that
Yeah,
something?
yeah. So it sounds like something's marching.
I think there was like a female's voice then, or saying like they're back or we're back.
Your voice. Mary, continue to communicate with Brian. Keep speaking to him. Talk to him loud and clear. Tell Brian your name.
It's almost as though I can hear somebody coughing.
Maybe could he come? Big cough.
It was, but he sort of started saying that as I coughed, didn't he?
Yeah.
You have to check the time on that.
Yeah.
If I cough first,
Whether or not.
but I sort of coughed as he says, I can hear someone.
Start. Almost as though something moved through me then, but all with light. So a shadow just went from the back of me all the way through. Whoa.
Not particularly cold, is it? Watch. Watch above. I'm looking up. I'm using my camera to look right above. Whereabouts are you? I'm going to turn round. Tell me when to stop.
Height.
So tight.
Same sort of temperature each.
Come on, please give us a clear message. We want to talk to you, Mary.
Push.
Did something about height. Kept saying up, tower, push, tight. I wonder if you've got someone hung or something like that.
Could be a link, definitely with those if you interpret them that way.
Were you hung from the tower?
(1876).
1870. That's for the year she was born. Mary, is that the year you were born? Coming into the tower, Mary, is this where you are? You said you were by the tower arch. Coming to say hello? There's no need to be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. Just come say, oh God, I've got ever so cold. Not going to hurt you. Just come say hello. Nothing to be scared of. Are you in here with us? You can see us, but we can't see you. You've got nothing to be scared about.
You know when you got that feeling that you're being watched?
Yeah, I feel like really bad now.
Yeah.
Like really bad now.
I just feel like it was more than one though.
What was that?
Hour. Power.
Oh, I feel really bad in here.
Almost as though I can hear like stereotypical zombie moaning, you know.
Feels like that. I'm going to move out of the tower now, Mary. We don't want to scare you, we just want to talk to you.
Somebody just tapped my leg, my leg twice. Tap, tap.
Right, we're going to stand back over here, because like I said, we don't want to scare you.
Beckon.
Becca,
Mal's voice, yes
Whoa.
it is.
what's up?
Like a thud.
Says yes it is.
I don't know. I wasn't picking up a lot of actual words as such. Like I could hear a lot of just normal radio bleed,
Yeah.
but there was the odd word, I think, anyway.
We got
Yeah,
some
I thought it was
fantastic
odd.
responses.
Hey,
We asked who's here,
yeah,
asked for a name, and it gave the name Mary. Sam gave Mary.
okay.
And we asked for an age, it said 7. We asked for
On the
a,
dot, didn't it?
yeah, we asked for a date of birth, it gave us 1870 something.
Oh wow.
We asked where it was in the castle, it was saying tower, tower arch, and not always like on cue of when we asked it, but
Yeah.
we only asked sort of very limited questions, a very limited number of questions, and we got answers for all of them, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What's interesting, Sam, thought you felt the ground thump. And
At
you
the
said
same
something
time
like,
you spoke.
"About it is," or something
Yeah,
like that.
a male said it is.
Yeah,
and
something like something it is.
at the
or...
same point, Sam pulled his thing off and said something that thudded the ground.
Really?
And
Yeah. You
I'm
pulled
sure-
it off as you.
Sam said he was feeling really cold, and then not long after you said exactly the same.
No way. It felt like it just feels like a breeze, but like there's been no wind whatsoever.
No.
And it feels like there's a. I don't know. It could just be because we've been.
Almost
saying
feels like a grip.
I like that. I've always wanted to try that.
We think it's quite good because it rules out any subjections. You know, like
Rules out everything.
is it 49 phonemes in the English language? And I
Yeah.
think if you hear segments of like words, you're always going to try and piece them together to like
Yeah.
make a sentence, aren't you? But if you can't can't hear them, you can't hear the questions, you're not going to peace of mind.
That's right.
That's the theory behind it anyway. But
Well, yeah, it makes perfect sense. I mean,